Hi, it's Brenda at OrganiLock, and today I want to show you, for those of you who have bought our raised bed garden troughs, how to put them together. So we're going to work on assembly today. When you buy a garden trough kit, it will come with everything you need. It'll come with your hammock, your poles, your end plates, your 1/4 bolts, handles. The mini come with plastic handles to go on the top, and your standard troughs will come with metal handles that go on either end. But we're assembling a mini today. It'll even come with your zip ties, extras included, just in case you make a mistake like I do, and a small 7/16 wrench to assemble with. If you are like me and you get tired or have the grip strength of a grandma, you may want to pull out the power tools. All right, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is lay out your hammock. And today I'm assembling a mini trough. Lay it out so that the raw edge of the seam is laying up. And you're going to place 2 of your poles in the slits. You can see it's cut the length of the pole here. So you're going to place a pole in each of the slits. Now one for the other side. Okay, once you have your poles in, you're going to take it and fold it up. You can see the grommet on the ends. Fold those toward the center on each side. And then the next step is going to be attaching your end plates to your poles. So you can get your drill or your wrench out. You're going to take, you can see that it has 2 holes on either side here. That's where your poles are going to go. So you're going to take your washer and put it on your bolt and into the end of the pole. It's easier if you finger tighten them first and then get out your tool. I'm going to go ahead and do both sides before I tighten them down. Again, washer on your 1/4 bolt, into the end hole, into the pole. Then we're going to move to the other side. Okay, again, before we tighten down, I prefer flip it upside down and let's get that 3rd pole. This 3rd pole in the bottom does not go inside the hammock. It goes on the outside for support when you fill it up with your soil. Make it stronger so that you can also pick it up and move it around. And it keeps it nice and straight and level as well. Now you can either, like I said, you can either use your 7/16 wrench and tighten it down by hand, or you can use the power. All right. Flipping it upside down also made it nice and level, so now you can see it's very sturdy, ready to go. All right, the next part, and this is the part that people get scared of, but it's really not that hard. All right, we're going to put our zip ties in our hammock. You can see that on the mini troughs, there are 2 holes here for the zip ties and the grommets. On your larger troughs, you're going to have 3 holes, okay? But this one only has 2, so this is a good one to get started with. You want to take one side of the grommets and fold it in. Go ahead and take your zip tie, stick it through this hole, and back up through the grommet. That keeps that one in place so you don't have to try and hold on to it as you're assembling. Same thing to the other side. There's 2 grommets. Here's the second grommet. Then you're going to take your other opposite side and stick the zip ties through those grommets as well, matching as you go. Now this is the part that's a little trickier. You have to fold up the center. You can see again you have 2 grommets here. You're going to take the right and the left, and this time you want to go ahead and start tightening down just a little bit on the zip ties to hold them in place. And you kind of just straighten it in, tuck it under the lip, and tighten your zip tie. Then you can see when you straighten it out, you have a nice corner on it. So when you fill it with soil, it gets soil all in the very edges. Then you take your little handy snipper or scissors, whatever, and you can snip that extra length off the zip tie. I like to tuck those zip ties, the heads of them back under too, if you can, because sometimes it'll leave a little bit of a sharp edge where you cut that off and you don't want to take a chance of scratching yourself with the zip tie. So, same thing on the other side. One side down, zip tie through the slot and back up through the grommet. Same thing on the other side. And we will give you a couple of extra zip ties, so if you get something wrong, you have extras. Okay, then you take the other side, the opposite side, do the same thing with your grommets and your zip ties. Stick the grommets through. Okay, and now for the middle section. You can see you have 2 grommets here in the center. There you have 3 layers of fabric. You can make a nice little pleat there. Tighten and tuck. Our newer troughs also have a convenient carrying handle. Just simply put it through the holes on top, and there you have. You can lift the trough with your handles to make it portable wherever you want to go with it. So there you have it. One assembled raised bed garden trough mini version, ready to put your soil in, plant, and grow. So until next time, as we like to say at OrganiLock, happy gardening.